Hi everyone, this is Ronnie. Let's maybe get this camera right. Um, I just I just realised something right there. At my heaviest weight that I recall ever measuring or being at, I was 199 pounds. Now, I might have been heavier than that at some point, before that, but that's where I was at when I've actually measured it and seen it on the scale. Because what I did basically 2 years ago, start of 2018, 2.5 years ago start of 2018, I basically said to myself, like, I'm going to lose weight, or I don't know, what did I think? I'm going to lose weight, I guess. I was going to start tracking different things. I wasn't really intending to try and lose weight, but because I was going back to raw and making some changes to my lifestyle, thought I just wanted to see what happened and see the progress. So I literally got up to nearly 200 pounds, 199 pounds, right? And over the course of over 2 years or so, I lost nearly 20 pounds just from going back to raw, not really trying that much. Just kind of naturally weight came off slowly. And then I thought more intentionally over the last 18 weeks, I said to myself, well, what is the guidance around weight loss? What happens if I apply that to raw food? And I did that, and I lost weight, quicker, without it being much of a hassle or a challenge or, a restriction or anything else like that. But it's amazing to me to where I'm at now that I am 50 pounds less than I was, basically, 48 pounds exactly. But it's probably around about 50 pounds, maybe 50 pounds at the moment, or 49 pounds. Just to round it up anyway, I'll just use 50 pounds. And that's astonishing to me, and I wasn't like a super fat guy or whatever. I was just I was a little bit overweight, but I was definitely within the average kind of thing of the average person, But I was thinking about this today, what is that weight that I lost, that I got rid of? So this is a bottle of water that I get delivered to this room every day. Now, I wouldn't want to walk around and carry this all day, to be honest. This is the amount of weight that I would notice if I had to carry it all day, right? And I thought I'll weigh this. So I weighed it on my little scale, which I've got right beside me here. I can show you. Just to prove it. And it's 2 pounds, right? This little bottle is 2 pounds of weight. That means if I lost 50 pounds, I used to carry 25 of these. Do you agree that the math works out? Sometimes I make weird errors with maths, but I'm pretty sure 25 times 2 is 50. This is 2 pounds. 25 of these is 50 pounds. Okay. I need to think about it sometimes. So, I used to carry around 25 of these. Like a whole, it's funny because the guys deliver these and I see them carry it down the hill and I'm like, why don't they have a trolley or something to do that? And they're carrying this big box. And I'm like, but that's what I was doing all the time. It just blows your mind. See when you think about weight loss and when you think about people being overweight, the amount, take everything out of the picture. The amount of extra weight people carry around is just frightening. It's really frightening. And that should give people the motivation to do it, to get it done and get your weight loss over with. The idea that I would carry around 25 of these, 25, and that's just extra, that's on top of what I've got now. It just scary. It really is kind of scary to me. And so it really makes me go, well, I definitely don't want to ever go back to that again. But um, I can't even believe it. You know, when I think about how much weight that is, if I was to get 25 of those bottles and try and carry them in a bag, jeez. But that's not how it works. Like, it's distributed all over your body, so it'd be like wearing a 25 pound, a 50 pound suit or something like that. But still, it's just really crazy when you really clarify these things, and that's a good thing about numbers. Because this is one of the points I'm trying to get to. I can't really say how much do I notice that, especially how it happens like slowly over time when you lose weight, and you gain weight kind of slowly over time. You don't really notice it that much. It's not like you wake up and you go, man, I'm heavier than I was a while ago. But I think people around you kind of, like, if you bump into people or whatever, they're like, whoa, they kind of notice it a bit more. Oh, you're a bit more, strong on your feet or whatever, but no, you're just heavier. You're just 50 pounds heavier. There is, I found no benefit in being heavier, zero benefit, you know. But there's people who are 100 pounds overweight. There's people that are 400 pounds overweight. Like, it's so sad to me. It's like, why can't we do more for people? Everyone goes, well, you need to leave people alone and let them do their own thing. I'm like, there's really sick people if you're like 400, 500 pounds overweight. Maybe for their best interest, we should gather them up and lock them up. I don't know if that sounds terrible, but it's a sickness. It's really bad. And it is not better for them to be free to make their own choices with their food and abuse themselves that much. I know that it's not practical and we can't do that and whatever, but I don't know, it'd probably work out being cheaper than paying for all the hospital bills and stuff. I don't know, I've got a weird thing about, like, the compassion we have towards people. We kind of say, well, hey, just let them do their thing and love them and tell them, hey, you're beautiful. Doesn't matter what you look like, you're beautiful and you deserve everything and you deserve love and you're great and all that. You're just lying to people. Like, you're just lying to people. No one wants their friends to be 400 or 500 pounds overweight. Like, not that you can't be friends with someone. I'm not saying you can't be. I'm not saying that. But you don't wish that on someone. And you don't go, well, I'd love to have a friend that can't go for a walk. Do you know what I mean? Because they're so overweight. And some of these people that are overweight, they have a phenomenal personality. Like, sometimes they're like good looking, great personality. Like, it's not like they lack stuff, but something inside them has made them do this, and I just think it ruins lives more than as badly as a disease would, and man, it just destroys people's potential. It's kind of sad. I get there's a lot of overweight people that have done great in life, and we certainly shouldn't rule them out or whatever. I'm not saying that or discriminate against them, but there's kind of a difference between people being overweight and still kind of functional and people getting to the point of disability because they're overweight. Like, they can't go for a walk. They can't do things in life. They've just chosen to live in their box and have food delivered and, get a taxi to work or whatever. Or they've got a disability benefit or whatever, and it's sad. It's just sad to me. And all it takes is for them to get some inspiration. You know, all it takes is for them to get around the right people who have a better standard for them. I don't want to say, like, I don't want to make people uncomfortable, but I don't want to be lying to people. You know. So, just want to say, I want to say something about this fat acceptance thing in this video. It's nothing, to me when I talk about this stuff, it's not to do with attractiveness. And a lot of people relate this all to attractiveness. Like, these women, models and stuff, fat acceptance, body positivity. I'm like, we get that you're attractive or you're confident. There's loads of men that like big women. Like, sometimes a woman puts on weight, it accentuates her curves and all that. She's still attractive. She's more attractive, maybe. Some guys like that more. Some guys prefer that. We don't have an issue with attractiveness. Or at least women won't have an issue with finding someone that's attracted to them. But it shouldn't be about that. Who said it's about attractiveness? You know, your life. Like your health, it's more important, surely. So we can't be lying to you. Well, yeah, you look great. You know, those clothes make you look fantastic. You're still sexy and all that. Well, that's not the point, though. Like, you know. And it just feels like within that whole movement, this undercurrent of total lies. You know, this undercurrent of total nonsense. Like everyone's crying themselves to sleep at night and then pretending they're happy with who they are. You know, that's the sad reality I feel about things like body positivity and all that stuff. I don't think it's about that. I just don't think you should attach your personal like self-worth or self-esteem to your body. I think you should improve your body and be healthier, but don't, if your body's in a bad place, understand that you have total control over that. Like, it might take you a little bit of time to make the changes and change your mindset and change your habits. It takes some time to put all that in place. But it is ultimately under your control. It is ultimately under, and even if you do it 10 times and you fail, you just need to do it one time and it works. And that's it. You know, so it does take a bit of persistence. I don't know, I don't know if my story's at all inspiring to other people who are looking to lose weight, but it is totally possible. And you have to take it seriously. Like, it's not something you're going to be able to like, oh, I'll make this the 99th most important thing in my life. No, it needs to be like, make this the most important thing in your life for 6 months, for a year. Make it like something that you are working on, something that you are continually tracking and watching what you're doing and improving what you're doing diet-wise and learning about that, and maybe working with someone if that's right, or joining a group or joining a club and sticking to it and focusing on the fact that it's diet, not exercise. People make that mistake all the time. Oh, I'm going to go and get fitter. What actually happens when people do that is they eat more. Sometimes they end up gaining weight. Because you exercise more, it makes you want to eat more. It's not the way to do it. You should definitely exercise, but you need to focus on changing diet and that kind of thing. It's most important. It's been such a good journey for me. It's been so good to learn about this and understand it. And now that I'm getting to a place that I'm really happy with where I'm at, now I need to maintain it at that point. And that's another thing, another part of it. But 25 of these bottles. You know, if I don't know, how much is that? 500 milliliters, is it? 25. That's a lot. I don't even know if I could carry these around in a bag. 25 of these. It's crazy. So I've got other videos where I actually talk about what I'm doing weight loss wise, but you can learn about that. You can. I would suggest find someone that's done it and follow them. There's Melissa. In terms of raw vegan people, Raw Food Romance. She lost like 70 pounds. There's Lexi Tavares, Healthy Dynamic Life, I think she's called, on Instagram, and she's helping people with weight loss now. Someone else, Tanny Raw, of course. There's a bunch of people, and have a look and see what they did and work on it and all that. Anyway, thanks for watching. And if you want to read my book, I've got a link below. Check my book out. It's about the raw food lifestyle if you want to get that. Okay, thanks for watching.